They won't know. So yeah. Before we get started, plug any social media, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok.
You know, I'm a talker.
Are you still on that?
I dabble a little bit here and there. So.
Little hunting stuff. What is it?
Mitch Koller.
Just Mitch Koller.
Yeah.
And what about your Instagram?
Mitch Koller.
I thought it was Once a Hard Koller.
That's Twitter.
Oh, that's Twitter. Okay. I deleted my Twitter.
Dude, I was looking the other day. Like, I haven't tweeted in probably since July.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even on it. I got rid of all my notifications for it, and I was like, I'll go on there and I'll be like, oh, so-and-so tweeted this, so-and-so tweeted that. And I'm like,
yeah.
All right, okay.
Well, it's all politics and, like,
dude, that's
it's so negative in the virus. I'm just like, I can't. I mean, Instagram is fun because it's like skits and stuff, but.
And they got the reels now, so it's like Tik Tok kind of.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That is fun, but here, let's cheers. We're drinking, water, some high quality alkaline water. So every time that, like my aunt will see a picture of me and you, or someone would ask me like who I grew up with, you're like, who's that? I go, that's my friend Mitch, and they go, oh, he's a good kid. I'm like, good kid, wild boy though. So you think that's pretty accurate?
I mean, a lot of people say that, yeah, but for me, I'm just like, like Gramps always used to say, he's like, oh, I never know where you're at. He's like, you're always running around. He's like, I see pictures. He's like, you'll be in Green Bay hunting. He's like, then you'll be over in the Mississippi hunting. He's like, then all of a sudden you'll be in La Crosse hanging out with your buddies. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, I'm not just going to sit at home.
Yeah,
like, might as well go out and do stuff, hang out.
Especially when you get off work, like, you're just ready to rock. I mean, was your dad like that growing up? Like, is he wild, or was he kind of low-key?
I don't know. I mean, I just hear the fun stories, so it's like,
it
makes you seem like it was wild, but like, it was probably just like, I mean, back in the day, like good old boys hanging out, doing their thing. Because you guys like twins. Me and my dad don't look anything alike, but you and Matt look identical. Like shave it down, because he has to shave and stuff. Yeah. Like, I've had a lot of people be like, "Oh, you look just like your dad." It's like,
but he's got the salt and pepper. That looks really cool.
I got that little salt right here.
Do you really?
Little white spots right here. I got a little white spot right here.
You stressed out, or is that just how it is?
No, it's like an albino spot. I got one on my leg too.
Oh yeah,
it's just like clear hair that grows out.
Weird. You're like a raccoon right there.
Hey.
So, what about hunting and fishing do you like specifically? Like if there's one thing you can pinpoint it where it's like, this is why I like it.
Dude, it's like I would say it's like different types of hunting have different types of perks.
So let's go whitetail. Why do you like that?
So deer hunting, like that was obviously like the first thing that I got into was with my dad, and going up bow hunting, and obviously Gleason up north, you've been there. It's just my family's from up there. It's always like something to look forward to. When I was really little, like you always wait until you turn 12 so you can go up there and you like finally can go up to deer camp with everyone. Yeah. And like that Wisconsin aspect of deer camp is like you can't find that anywhere else.
It's pure fun, yeah.
So that's cool. Like opening weekend of gun season, that's like get to meet up with cousins that I don't get to see often, get to meet up with uncles, and it's like we all get together and we just hang out and we like catch up, tell hunting stories over the past year since we've seen each other and hang out. Yeah. So that's cool. And obviously like deer, bigger animal. Everyone in Wisconsin's always chasing for that big buck.
Right.
So like that's that kind of aspect for like deer hunting, I would say. And then you got waterfowl hunting, which is like that's some fun stuff right there. Because it's like deer hunting, obviously you can do all the fun stuff like pre and post, but when you're out in the stand, it's like 9 times out of 10, unless you're with a buddy or you like are big into it and you're trying to film stuff, then you have a guy with you. Duck hunting, man, you could either do it by yourself or you could be hunting a field and you could have 12 guys with you. Yeah. And
you don't have to be quiet either. You can
just that's like
be loud.
Yeah. So like you get like the good old blind talk is what we call it, where it's like, you get 8 guys out in the middle of a cornfield sitting there talking. You're gonna be laughing because there are gonna be some funny stories getting brought up and just telling anything. It's just kind of like a good old like vent session. Yeah. Like you're done with the week. You don't have to worry about anything. You can just kick back and relax. And then when the birds are working, obviously you're quiet. You're back in your blind, hanging out. So that's a big reason I like waterfowl hunting.
So it's more like the camaraderie.
Yeah. Like being able to just you don't got to worry about what happened during the week, and you don't got to worry about what's coming up in the
You
rest
just
of the week.
focus on,
Yeah.
Plus, you got to pay way more attention. 'Cause like we said with deer hunting, it's kind of like off and on, and sometimes more off. You know, you probably know obviously better than me, but
You're sitting there for 5 hours and you don't see a deer, and you're like,
yeah, you're like,
I mean, still enjoyed it being outdoors, but you're
Yeah.
like, oh, that was a long,
Yeah.
cold sit.
there's like adrenaline rush. I bet you where you guys were like, we're going to deer hunting, and we're like, it's 4 a.m. You just kinda
Right.
zoning out. But
And it's like with deer, it's like you get that same adrenaline rush with duck hunting, but it's like, oh, birds, boom. It's like constant. It's like a heartbeat. And then deer hunting, I mean, unless you got some like good ass land.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's
like,
kind of off.
oh, there's one deer.
Yeah.
There's another deer.
Do you think you'll ever do those crazy hunts? Like, I mean, I know you gotta like apply for it, and it's like that whole process. But like those Alaskan Kodiak black bears, because your dad got a black bear, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got one in Wisconsin, which Wisconsin's a little bit harder to draw.
Yeah.
Like just because you have to apply, unless you're Zone C, which is a southern zone, you got to apply for like 10 years,
Ugh.
like 6 to 10 years. But you know, you can go to other states, you can go to Canada, you can go every year bear hunting.
Yeah.
But for me, like obviously me and Caleb hunt a lot together, so we've been putting in a lot of preference points for out in Wyoming for elk, mule deer, and then pronghorn, and then Montana dabbled in a little bit of points. Colorado, I got some points out there. South Dakota, I got some points out there. Actually, not this week, but next week I leave for South Dakota on a pheasant hunt, going up with some guys from college, and then Damien.
Really? Okay.
So we're going out there for that. So that'll be pretty cool.
How long are you going there for?
We leave. I get off work Tuesday morning, and then I'm gonna go up and hunt ducks with Tyler and John for a couple of days, and then everyone gets in point on Thursday, and then we head out to South Dakota, the eastern side of South Dakota, which is nice. We don't gotta drive as far.
Yeah.
And then we're out there until I think we're gonna try and leave around Monday, like before noon, and then come back. And then I'll have like one more day to kind of hang around and hunt. So might come back and do some deer hunting. Might stay up there and do a little duck hunting.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. That does seem fun. So you think you'd rather hunt than fish?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even this year, you just get so busy in the summer. Like, especially with me, it's like now new job. It's you get 2 weekends a month. Like actually, like the real weekends.
Yeah.
Like I have weekdays off during the week.
Yeah.
But it's like people want to hang out on the weekends, and it's like okay, go boating.
Yeah.
All right. Like I'd rather go out and hang out with my friends and trying to go fishing. It's like fall time comes around, the fishing starts to get better, but it's like, do I want to sit in the boat and cast a rod, or do I want to walk around and try and do some hunting?
Yeah, hunting does seem more fun. My dad was I was talking to him, and he wants to get back into pheasant hunting because he went a couple of times.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. It was just, I don't know, he was never really home, so it was like, I never really had anybody to go with. But I think next year I want to start to like really get into hunting, but it costs money. So it's like, I gotta.
Dude, it's not that bad. I mean, you got a buddy who's got all the guns. I mean,
That's true,
literally get a pair of camel pants for early season, then you just got to get a bibs for late season.
Yeah. What do you think about hunting raccoons?
Dude. Go North American trash panda, man. Hey.
I could see you going after a raccoon. Like if there's an apocalypse of like just straight raccoons, I'm sure me and you would just go nuts. Like I would just go crazy with those.
No, but, I mean, I've hunted them a little bit. Me and Justin DeVoe actually got a horrible raccoon hunt.
Really?
That's a whole other side story.
Yeah, maybe next time.
And I don't know. You can call them in. You can use a collar and hunt raccoons. But like the go-to is like using dogs. I feel like.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would just be a hoot.
Yeah.
Like you get 3 dogs, 4 or 5 dogs running around. All you get
right.
running through the woods, chasing up raccoons up trees and stuff. So obviously I don't have the dog, so it's been a little bit harder. But I mean, you can always try and go out at least.
Definitely,
I actually got this year with the whole COVID stuff for like your trapper certification. Usually you have to go like do your online course or do your like your paper course that they mail you. And then you fill all that out, and then you go to like an in-person test out day.
Yeah.
With COVID, they don't have that in-person test out day, which was my problem with trapping certification.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it'd be like on a Tuesday up in Tomahawk. I'd be like, well, it's kind of hard for me to go and make the test out part of it.
Right.
So obviously COVID, they got rid of the in-person test out. So I filled that out. So I got ordered probably a dozen traps out of Iowa. Those came the other day. And then my buddy Dalton up in La Crosse, he went to a trapping store and he picked me up probably, I don't know, half dozen or a dozen different type of raccoon traps, and then another half dozen beaver traps.
Okay.
So, you know, it would be nice, like, weekends I have off in the middle of the week, you know, it's easy to just go out and run some trap line a little bit, so
what
that'd
about,
be fun.
But yeah, what about the applying for, like, not the license, what am I saying, but like hunting bear, like I said.
Like a preference point is how you, like, build it up over the years.
Yeah, like, why do you have to apply for it? Is it because you don't want too many hunters out there, or is it a mixture of that and just whatever? I don't know.
So, obviously, like, you know, most people, like, over in our area, like, eastern side of the states, like, whitetail, really common. Well, a lot of states in the west have antelope. Well, past the east of Mississippi, there's no antelope out there.
Yeah, that's true.
So, if everyone wants to go hunt antelope, you know, you got 20 states of people that want to go hunt. And another reason to use preference points is trying to build up, like, the quality of the animal.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, you see a bunch of, like, spike bucks and fork bucks running around, and then you get up, like, the western, northwestern side of the state of Wisconsin, and there's just a better quality of deer.
Yeah.
So states will try and manage different units or different parts of their state for numbers. Like, you know, there's nice, well, let's just talk like mule deer. Like, there's nice mule deer here in, like, the southeast part of the state, but then, like, the west part of the state has, you know, big bucks and, you know, a lot more public land where it's easier to access. So you have to apply with more preference points to try and be able to hunt out there.
That makes sense, yeah.
Because it's just a better area.
Yeah.
So that's a big reason.
I always wondered, because it was kind of like with Packer tickets, you got to apply for your great-grandchildren. It's just stupid. But, like, I get the hunting aspect, because you can't, I mean, if it was just a free-for-all, I'm sure there'd be, like, no animals left.
Oh, bodies would be stacking.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, boss, you want to know what? You know those that 4 weeks of vacation? Yeah, November. I'm not going to be here.
Right. You got 4 weeks right now?
Oh, yeah. I got built up. Dang. I'm going to try and carry some over, but yeah, it's just nice to keep in that back pocket. You know, hot field pops up, and you're like, hey, Tuesday, I'm not going to be there.
Oh, dude, I want to ask you about the scene you witnessed at your work.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Can you tell that? Is that...
I mean, yeah, it was just me. It was weird. So I was working, it was probably 3 weeks ago.
You work at a sewer...
Wastewater treatment facility.
Wastewater treatment, okay.
Yep. So it's for all the cities in the area here.
Yeah.
And was there, and I don't know, all of a sudden I was just doing my rounds, and then I put it in reverse, and there's just a bunch of cop lights just rolling up. I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. I'm like, what's going on? So I walk down, I walk on top of the digester, and there's just probably, I don't know, 25 cop cars, an ambulance, a fire truck, and they're just, like, all stacked up right by the gate. And there's just a car that came flying around the corner, and it smashed, like, straight through, snapped a power pole right in half at the base, and then it, like, got snagged up in the fence, and they're all, like, down by the car and stuff. So yeah, it was just...
And you said the guy shot himself?
Yeah, so he, like, I don't know, I guess he was, like, on a high-speed chase and just, like, hopped out of the car, like, after he crashed it. Wasn't, like, complying with the officer, and just, like, hopped back in the car. And
you think he was drunk or on something, or
you're not gonna off yourself for being drunk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, okay,
he probably has something else under
it's
there.
Wisconsin. You get a DUI, it's like slap on the wrist.
Yeah, way different than Arizona.
Oh yeah, that's like your felony.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you see people like in the Gazette, Janesville Gazette, it's like 6 DUI,
yeah.
And he's like,
they're smiling in the picture.
30 days in jail, buddy.
They're smiling in the picture. Well, I think Arizona, I don't think it's as bad as I think it is, because
Dude, it's like one is serious though.
But it's like thousands of dollars fine, and you're serving jail time.
Yeah.
And this one guy, I got a ticket for a rolling stop, had a red light, and a guy lost his leg for a DUI, spent 6 months in prison, and had $30,000 in attorney fees. And he's right next to me telling this story, and I'm just like, I just forgot to stop all the way, and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Dude, I got one of those the other day too. It was by my house.
You pulled over?
No, for the rolling a stop sign.
Oh,
this was probably the other day.
You got pulled over but did not ticket it?
Oh, I got a ticket.
Oh yeah. Wait, how long was this ago?
Oh, it seems like not that long ago. Time flies so by. It was beginning of summer, I think.
Oh, okay.
So when you're like when we were frying out at my house and we're like in the garage looking outside.
Yeah.
So the road is like in front of you. Take a left and you go down there, and then there's the intersection where you turn to leave. Keep going straight there, and then the railroad tracks cut across the road. So the road comes up, stop sign, railroad tracks, and stop sign right there, and you have to like stop, and then you have to stop on the railroad tracks for the other stop sign. Like my truck is like clean across railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And then you roll another 10 feet, and then it's another stop sign.
Oh, I see.
And I'm like, I don't know. I've seen enough videos on YouTube and whatnot where like you see people getting hit by trains, and like their car dies on the railroad tracks and they can't get off, or like a trailer. It's like, ain't about that. So I always roll up to the first one, stop at the first one, and then roll through the second one, and then stop at the third one. Yeah, he got a ticket for rolling through that middle stop sign. I'm like, dude, I stopped at 2 out of the 3 that are 15 feet apart from each other.
There's a lot of like speed traps too. Like especially in Arizona, they had cameras everywhere, dude. I got not so many tickets, but I got 4 tickets in 6 years I was there. But like, what they'll do is in Arizona at least they'll send you a picture and a video link to what you were doing that day. And I was like, when was this? And I was going to an interview that day. And sure enough, they see my little cobalt just trotting. And I'm going like, everybody's going like this, and I'm just, it's like 15 over, but like,
you're just like,
I'm like flipping my camera off. Right? No, but that's, they go crazy down there.
Dude, after you told me that, like, you're like, oh yeah, like there's like cameras all over everything, and like down there, like, you can't just like, if it's yellow, like you can't just make it through.
Oh yeah,
like,
you better punch it. Or...
Dude, when I was down visiting you and you told me that, and I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, is he about to get like, I'm going to be home in Wisconsin and he's going to get like a ticket in the mail, and it's going to just be me like, hey, looking around.
Who's your friend with the beard and glasses?
Dude, that's when you just be like, nah, dude, my car got stolen that day.
Yeah. You see Mitch.
Right?
Did you, I wanted to ask you about the time down in Arizona, because you were there for a week, right?
Yeah, because it was right,
yeah. I know I asked you before and you had a good time, but what was the experience like? Like going on there, what did you think of initially about Arizona?
So initially, obviously, you just think it's like, you just roll up and you just see everything like flat, like, sandy, like orange colored stuff, like big old cactuses rolling through everywhere. It's like, or just like, the old Western movie, like tumbleweed.
Oh yeah, down I've seen the huge one before. It's good. Yeah,
but I don't know. Probably the biggest thing was like, just like the mountain, like when you're driving around and you see like the mountains and cruising through, like everything's like a main drag, everything's like a 4-lane road down there.
Yeah.
And you just like look out and sun's going down and it's just like the whole horizon is just like
looks fake, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's like a postcard.
Yeah.
And you like sit there and you think, and you're like thinking about Wisconsin, and you're just like, obviously Wisconsin's beautiful, like right now, fall time. Like I bet you up in Wausau is beautiful with all the colors right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's like, that's awesome, but it's like, I don't know. There's like a little something like when you've never seen a mountain besides Rib Mountain of Wausau or like Cascade.
Yeah.
It's like, or the bluffs in La Crosse, and then all of a sudden you like go down there and you're like,
it's just,
wow. You're like, I guess I saw a mountain now.
Yeah.
And then like hiking it, going up Camelback, like, oh, that was awesome. Like,
what did we, so what did we all do down there? We went 4-wheeling, we hiked a ton,
I went and did a little fishing, or you came with me, we did some fishing.
That was the funniest thing. You're like, let's go fishing. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And we like couldn't find any like.
I'm like already down there scheming online, like trying to find places. Yeah. I'm like, I gotta catch a fish and say I caught a fish in the desert.
But you were saying like, let's go fishing. I'm like, all right, we couldn't really find anywhere, so we asked salmon, and we ended up fishing on like someone's like.
Bro.
Fishing on someone's like little pond in their front yard, and we're like, every time a car comes by, we're like
hiding.
Like,
no, dude, that was like a subdivision pond.
I know.
There was like
in the middle.
Fountains.
Yeah. There's fish in there, right?
Yeah, we're catching little bass and stuff. And I'm like,
throw it back in and stuff.
Dude, smoke them if you got them. There's water there and there's fish in there. You might as well try and sneak and do that.
I don't see a problem as long as you're releasing them. Like whatever,
I'm just trying to play with them.
Yeah,
like, good fish.
I know. And, like we see a cop car go by with like.
Just lurking. Yeah. Just like drop the rod. Like,
but
beautiful night, evening, right?
I know, right? Oh, we don't know what we're doing. And then so Camelback, that's the hardest hike I ever did.
Oh yeah,
we went when it was like
misting, raining. We were
It was
soaked.
Like, we were the only ones up there.
Yeah.
And it was like January. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was right before I went back to college.
Yeah, got back to the top, or got up to the top, and it was we were higher than the clouds.
Yeah.
And that was like, because I was like really cold.
Ooh.
Because it was like.
That was like shirt. Just get over short weather.
Yeah, but it was like. Yeah, it was rough. And then I think either a couple days prior or after that, we went four-wheeling, and that was probably the most fun I ever had.
Oh, yeah.
Like, or at least top 5, because it was the morning after it rained, and we were just going up in the, what's it called?
Somebody like Pleasant.
Yeah, I forgot what they're called. Something trails, but yeah, we went, and it was like...
Well, it's because it was all like stream bottoms and river bottoms, so then all that water was coming from everywhere, and all of a sudden, boom, rivers.
Just tearing it up.
Dude, I think about that so often, like when I'm going up north four-wheeling, just hitting all the trails up north, and like over in Black River Falls or like Gleason, and it's like, man, that stuff's fun, but like out there, like, boom, river crossing. All right, like let's cross
that
this.
was sweet.
And it's like you're like constantly crossing back and forth, and then you just hit like an open trail and you just haul. Like I would literally plan, like I would, if I heard that like there was rain coming up and I had enough vacation built up like in a few years, if I heard there was like rain like coming for those trails down there, I would be like, I'm taking off.
Yeah, I'm going.
And like I would trailer four-wheelers from Wisconsin down to there just to do those trails again.
Definitely.
Because those were, that's why I want to get out more and like start riding like different states.
Yeah.
Because look at that, just randomly, oh yeah, let's rent some four-wheelers and do that. Like, perfect and that was timing. Like top of the list of four-wheeling experiences. And you know I do a lot of riding.
Yeah, way more than me. Were you scared crossing the river? Because it was like kind of coming good.
Oh, right? Now, like me now, like now that I ride more than when I did 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Stupid.
Yeah.
Us doing that?
Yeah.
Dude, you know the amount of times we did just rev it up, drop it, bomb into there, and all of a sudden it's like the stream starts taking you a little bit, and then you hook, and it starts taking you. So stupid.
I think I had a manual, or I was the only one that... No. I can't remember, but I think my four was a lot either older or different from you guys, and I was like... Yeah. Because remember that pass, right when we got past that river, it was a big mountain on the side, and then that yellow... not Airbnb, but it's like you could rent it.
Oh, yeah.
That was just beautiful. And I guess a president has been there. I don't know which one, but...
Oh, yeah, where it had all the... It was like done up.
Yeah.
Like
it was,
palm trees clipped.
But it was so deep in the boonies, it was like... I was...
Dude, that was like back in.
Yeah.
Like, that was probably... That was what? That was halfway through the day.
Yeah.
So that was probably 4 hours four-wheeler back in.
Because
I mean, obviously there's probably a different way to get there, but dude, that's probably an hour from the main trail to get it back in there.
Oh, easy. And the year previous, I think me and my dad and his friend Alan rented some, or it was just me and my dad. But we kind of got lost on this trail, and this truck comes up, and it's like an old Ford.
Like banjo music start playing?
Yeah, did I tell you that?
No.
Oh, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. And it's a guy and another guy, and it's a father and a son, which I think, and they're wearing the same exact clothing. It's like both denim.
Hey, you got someone gets denim down?
No, but like
Canadian tuxedo?
Don't wear it with your dad, like unless it's a joke, you know. So like they had like a tan hat on and two, and they pull up. They go, "You boys lost?" And my dad had his 9 million on his side. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" He pulled up against me, and they're asking me that, and I was like, and they're like, you know, missing teeth and all that. And they're like, "You boys lost?" I go, "Yeah, we're just out here four-wheeling." He goes, "Why are you four-wheeling?" I go,
"Cause I want to."
You know when you're in about to get in trouble or you're in danger, your stomach kind of goes, "Ooh, this is not a good." Yeah, that's what it felt with me, and thankfully they just kind of drove off. But I mean, it was just a moment where I was like,
not like them good old boys. It's them backwood hillbillies.
Yeah, it's not like it's like you haven't seen a grocery store in 40 years. Like they just grow whatever.
You're not cooking meat in the kitchen.
No, yeah. they're definitely cannibals. I'll say that. But I got a question for you. That's probably the hardest question you ever had to answer. Is it what would you rather have?
It's not mine.
What?
It's not mine.
What would you rather have, Busch Light or Dutch Bros?
Oh boy, some good old.
Just for preference, Dutch Bros is like a Starbucks in Arizona for anybody who's. Yeah, I don't like coffee, but when you had that, you were like,
No, bro, it's not even coffee. It's that chocolate milk, though.
Oh yeah, but you can mix them, right? Yeah. Could you? Right?
I don't know why not. I didn't think about that till now.
I had a milkshake, I think, or something.
Well, now that's life changing.
Yeah. But what would you rather have? You think?
Oh, I don't see. I have access to Busch Light.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't have access to Dutch Bros. If I had access to Dutch, I don't know. See, I feel like it'd almost be more unhealthy than Busch Light. All the sugar and
caffeine.
I'm gonna be drinking it.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
I'm gonna be like, all right, leaving the house to go hunting. Here's a gallon of Dutch Bros chocolate milk. Be like, all right, going to work. All right, here's another gallon of Dutch Bros chocolate milk. That sugar. I'd be looking like those guys that pulled you over in the 4-wheelers. I'm gonna have no teeth left.
Oh, I know. Like, what happened to Mitch? Oh, he went through some stuff.
Oh, yeah, dude. No, that was good. And that was just like, dude, that's like Politos for like college kids.
Oh, yeah. I heard that.
Everyone was just like, there was not a lot of sobriety in that drive-thru. And we're just sitting there people watching, like waiting for our stuff to get done. And it's like, there's like hardly much food. It's like cookies and like apple turnovers, right?
Right.
It's just like little breakfast snacks. And I'm like, what is up with Arizona and drunk people wanting breakfast snacks? I'd be like, give me a pizza.
Yeah.
Give me like chicken.
It's a different world. But you think Dutch Bros you would rather have, or Busch Light?
I don't know.
You never answered it really.
Dutch Bros because it's rare to me.
Yeah.
You know, like,
it's kind of like a win-win.
Yeah.
I'd say. Yeah, because I remember I went there first couple of times with my friend at midnight, and the line was like backed up, and I'm like, "You crackheads, go home."
Who needs coffee at midnight?
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
well, I mean, I drink coffee.
I mean, yeah, you were third shift, yeah. So do you get a FOMO with third shift?
Get what?
Fear of missing out.
What is that?
Like, you'll be working and all your friends will be at a party and like you'll see Snapchats and you're like, oh, I wish I was there. And like it's kind of
yeah. I was hyperventilating this morning.
Oh, really?
And yesterday morning because opening day of duck season, and I'm at work and I see people setting out decoys.
So if it wasn't hunting, you'd be like, all right, whatever.
I mean, we're 24, almost 25 here now, and it's like
you've done your.
I've done my fair share of hanging out and enjoying the after hours.
That's
so it's
true,
like the way I look at it is like perfect. I'm not there. I'm not spending money. I'm gonna go home and go to bed and not be hungover. So it's I mean, yeah, you wish you're hanging out sometimes if it's like, you know, let's say you and Matt were just like hanging out here watching college football or something like that. It'd be like, oh damn, like really wish I wasn't working tonight.
Yeah.
But if it's like people out partying or whatnot, it's like it's actually kind of fun because you get to like sober see all the snap stories, and it's like people don't get a chance to like wake up the next morning and delete them, and you're like, you see like the raw footage of what's going on that night.
Someone's got their shirt off, just like yelling at someone or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Was that your funnest time in college? You think?
What time?
Like during your college years, your tenure, was that the most fun you've had in your life?
Oh, dude, that was tough to beat.
Yeah.
Just like, just a sheer fact of like meeting people. I mean, obviously, you know, like to talk.
Yeah.
Like meet people, see what's up, how's it going? Hey, my name's Mitch. What do you like to do? So it was like fun in that aspect, and then going out, and then you know people knowing other people from colleges, tagging along and going to visit, meeting their friends, and then all of a sudden you're friends with them. You're going to visit them like a year later, hanging out.
That is cool.
Factor in, you know, meeting tons of buddies to go out hunting and stuff on the weekend as well.
Yeah.
They'll, you know, stay out doing some late night activities, have to get up early and go hunting the next morning.
Right.
You know, it made for some good times.
Definitely.
Met some great people. I mean, I wouldn't even if you do like a 2-year like you did, like you're gonna meet people somewhere or another. Like
I didn't. Dude, I met some people, but there were some weirdos.
Dude, I didn't even go to school with you, and I went to school with you, and I met good old boy that sat next to me. He's only kind of creepy.
Oh my gosh! Oh yeah, you sat with me in a math class. You know, fun fact.
So I was bored.
Yeah, so you were out visiting me that same week. We were.
It's a week you started, syllabus week.
Yeah.
Best week of college. Arguably the best week of every semester.
Oh, probably. And you
7 days of just drinking water.
Drink of water, yeah. So you come into my class and like they're handing out, sheets like, oh, write your name down, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah, who are you?
Yeah, for 50 minutes you stay there with me and I'm like kind of getting anxious. I'm like, well, are they going to kick us out or am I going to fail? And then like we walked out.
I'm fully prepared just to be like, oh, no, I was just trying to get a free education. Stand up and leave.
It was like, I look back on it.
I'll wait in the car.
It was so funny. Like, just that week, what we did. Like, remember we snuck potato salad and some other things in the movie theater?
Didn't sneak nothing.
That was hilarious.
Movie theater in Arizona, we didn't sneak anything in there, just for the record.
Don't
take us out.
No, the amount of food I snuck in a movie theater is I could probably feed myself for the rest of my life. Like, it's ridiculous. But
well, it's like you're either eating popcorn or you're eating some candy, and you're like, hey, sorry, I like to eat healthy, and I like to have like 7 tacos.
Yeah, you gotta yeah. 7 tacos is good.
Dude, but yeah, that was like sitting in class, and he's like handing out worksheets and stuff, and I remember like, Mitch Koller, what's your name?
Yeah.
Filling out the worksheet, and I would have loved to be like him grading papers, and he's like, Mitch Koller.
Oh, and I text you like, yeah.
Well, no, he's like trying to like. Well, I graded the paper, but he's not even in this class.
Yeah. Well, you should have done is done my homework, and then I would actually maybe pass math.
Yeah. Hey, 4th time's a charm.
So yeah, it's 4th time. But so your time in college is amazing. What did you have fun in high school? Do you think, like overall, or no?
I mean, I've had fun in high school. I mean, that's going to be like a minute ago now. And
yeah.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. Cross. That was always fun.
Yeah. How did that end up for you?
Cross.
Yeah. Because I quit first year I started, but you did sophomore, junior, senior, right?
I mean, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, and then track I did freshman, sophomore, junior year, and then blew the nut out. And
oh yeah,
yeah, nothing puts a damper on that.
Dude, I wasn't even. I would never make fun of you for that. Like when I first heard that, I just felt so bad for you. Like if you like people make fun of me for my collarbone. I was like, nah, screw you. But like when
that's just like, oh yeah, I broke my collarbone and I was playing football with my cousins and bam,
but
got lit up, broke it again.
you almost lose one of your testicles because it twisted during the activity, and you're just like,
oh yeah.
I heard about that. My mom told me, I was like, oh Mitch, no.
Worst part is just in the pool, just doing high knees.
Yeah.
And the doctor's like, oh yeah, he's like, happens to a lot of people that just wear like boxers. And I'm like, dude, since then, I mean, I got the stitches and everything in there, so it can never happen again.
Yeah.
But I've been like not compression, like tight compression, but like synthetic boxers, ever since.
Got duct tape on it.
Oh yeah.
But
that was no good.
But so you think you had fun in high school?
I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
It was a good time.
Yeah.
And obviously, me and Kale running around, always hanging out. I mean, then again too, it was like hunting, fishing.
Yeah.
Cross country put a little bit of a damper on it. Always having to run on Saturdays.
Yeah. How good did you get?
I think my fastest I broke like 17 minutes for 3.2 miles.
That's pretty good.
I mean, that was my best. I mean, it's respectable, but like Dane and David Tyler, they'd just be like hoofing it.
Yeah. What was the best time? Because mine was 20.
Dude, they had to have been dabbling in like that, 16, like 16 minute range was like a good for high school, I'd say. Because
I know Tommy Meister was.
I mean, they 15. Breaking. Yeah.
He went to Duke, I think. So yeah.
That's dirty run.
Yeah.
You're hucking it.
You're damn near.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
That's a healthy body. That ain't a Busch Light and Captain Crunch body.
Back then you didn't drink that much. But did you? When did you start working out? Because you don't run anymore, right?
No, my shins are so bad, dude.
Oh.
I can't 3/4 of a mile and I can't walk for like 3 days.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
It's done.
So is that why you started lifting weights, or was it?
I started lifting weights I think it was my freshman year towards the end of college, and then got into it sophomore year because my buddy Dustin. I met him just buddy from a buddy, started hanging out, and like he was probably one of my like best friends through college. Just got along great. And he's always been huge in lifting. He's still huge in lifting. Just unit.
Yeah.
Like, not like super wide, but that man is peak performance, pure muscle.
Really?
Yes.
He's huge.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he got me into that, and it was like, you see me over here, and I'm like starting out, and I have like 35s on for bench. and I'm like trying to bench that, and it's like I couldn't get it up, and then he just sits there and he grabs it and he'll just be like, curl it out, and I'm just like, way to rub it in.
Yeah, you're like, confidence down.
Yeah, but no, he definitely got me into it and like taught me a lot. And then junior year, we had a membership to the Y, so we tried to lift together, and it was mostly him like, all right, Mitch, we're going to lift. Simple as that. And I'm like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
So I got into that, and then just kind of, I don't know, he's kind of a big trigger for me to be like learning how to lift, not just like not move weight, like actually go and lift and work out properly.
Like constant tension and all that stuff.
Good form versus trying to be, and I mean him being, moving the most weight in the gym pretty much on a lot of days, like it was a lot easier for me to like feel comfortable that I wasn't lifting that much weight.
Yeah.
You go into the gym, it's intimidating. You see guys just tossing around big weight, and you're like, oh, I'm grabbing the 25s or something like that. But then you got your buddy next to you who's like, I don't care what people think. Like, I got him here. Who cares? It's just me and him hanging out, enjoying time.
Right.
So, yeah, I would definitely say he's probably the number one and the only reason why I got into lifting or whatnot. And now it just goes in like hunting season. Obviously, right now it's like, gotta sleep, gotta work. Do I want to hunt or do I want to lift? I'm gonna go hunting. But then come December, usually lift December through say like August.
Yeah.
It's usually when I like to work out a lot.
Yeah, I think third shift really screws you up too because you're just kind of always.
You're like, do you want to lift before work? Because then you're waking up and it's like a morning lift then. Yeah. And it's like do you want to lift after work? Because you're like, okay, it's 6:30 in the morning. Yeah. I just want to go home and go to bed.
Exactly. Yeah. See, I can't lift in the mornings. Like.
Yeah, dude. I feel like I'm not like into it. I feel like I'm tired. I feel like I'm not getting like the full potential of my lift. I mean, I've hit a couple in the morning where it's like, ooh, like this is hitting good. Yeah. But that's rarely. In the past 6 years. Yeah, I hit a few.
I mean, I have to have like 1,000 calories before I work out because people will be like, oh, work out fast. Did I try that for like a month when I had a certain job? And I was like, I feel like I'm losing weight. Like, it's just stupid.
I feel like people who like are like, oh yeah, dude, I lift in 45 minutes. I'm in and out. And I'm like, I know people are probably like, oh yeah, no, you got it. You can't be there that long. Like when I'm like actually into lifting, like I like to be there for 2 hours.
2 hours?
I'm not lifting for 2 hours, but like I'm going there. I'm getting a good stretch in before.
I see.
I'm rolling out, doing everything. I'm getting ready for it. You know, I like to drink at least a big blender bottle full of water before I start lifting, and then do my lift. My lift might be, an hour. Right. But then after I'm done lifting, I'm gonna roll out and I'm gonna stretch out for probably 20 minutes after that.
Yeah, that makes
and I'm like,
sense.
how could you just roll in there for an hour and get properly stretched, limbered up, and then warmed up your muscles too, so you're not gonna tear something, and then a good stretch afterwards. You can't knock that out in an hour unless you're just doing biceps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
If you're gonna hit like a small core group, you could definitely do it, but don't get me wrong, I've definitely pinch time hit it in an hour and just got in and out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, with the whole mask mandate now, it's like I want to be there for half an hour in and out, and like I got yelled at three times this week for being in the gym working out and then like pulling down my mask and just always like
your boy just trying to get some O2.
Yeah. Like Madison's so full of hippies. That's something I didn't realize before I moved here.
Dude, it's a colorful city. I will say that.
Like especially down by the college, like everybody's like, good vibes, man. It's like you're gonna get shot. Like
yeah. Like you keep pushing these good vibes on there, you can get some bad vibes real quick.
That should be your shirt. You're like, vote for the good vibes.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. I was just like close to like committing a crime that day because I'm like, stop telling me to. Like I literally was by myself working out my calves in the corner and then pulling on my mask and I'm like, oh my gosh, leave me alone. Like leave me alone.
Look, I got my sweaty body rolling all over everything here, and you're worried about my mask.
I know. That's a whole nother topic. I mean, what does your mom say about the virus? Is she worried about it or no? Or is it
I don't know. I don't really talk to her talking about like the virus and stuff like that. And I was like, usually just hanging out with my mom whenever I get to see my mom. Yeah. But I don't know, dude. I've heard like a lot of people like they're just like, okay, come on. We see the people that come in here like. There's plenty of people that aren't here.
Yeah, like, exactly.
I don't know. It's tough to believe like any numbers nowadays. Like what numbers can you believe where it's like, oh, this many people got it. Okay, did they really get it? Was it a false positive? That's like the base layer right there. Was it a false positive or was it true? And then from there, you're like, okay, they got it. What if you didn't even go and get tested?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I never got tested.
It's so hard to try and nail down the numbers nowadays. And it's like, for a while there, I mean, if there's anyone who should have got it, it should have been me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, working at the wastewater facility, dude, 650,000 people, all their sinks, their drains, their toilets that they're flushing, everything that goes down that, their wet wipes that they use to clean their surfaces, and then they flush down the toilet. Yeah, am I do a plug on this at all? Wet wipes, they might say they're flushable. They are not flushable. You take a wet wipe and you throw it in the trash. The only thing that goes down the toilet is what comes out of your body and toilet paper. That is it. I work for all of the cities in the Madison area, and y'all flush some nasty stuff down the drains.
It's like Wet Wipes DM me after this. Be like, hey, can we sponsor you?
Yeah.
Shout out to Mitch. What's the grossest thing you've seen? Keep it PG.
Oh.
But, I mean, you said heroin needles, right?
Oh.
my gosh.
Them things roll through every once in a while, and it's like, you see that, and you're like, what is someone doing? I mean, just anything. You see, like, a Doritos bag roll through, and I'm like, what? Who is sitting down, just relieving themselves, and they're just eating a bag of Doritos, and they're like, done.
You said someone flushed down a whole pair of jeans.
Yeah, dude.
How does it?
How do you get a pair of jeans?
Was it like a kid's jean?
I mean,
or
they weren't bigger. I mean, they were like a girl's jeans. Let's say that.
You got the same socks on?
Oh yeah. I mean, I got talls.
Oh, dang it. I was like, well, they have a moment with you or something.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't like baby pair of jeans. They're like a whole ass pair of jeans.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to even fathom because I look at the pipes.
I've like
and
wiped
like,
too much and I've clogged.
Yeah. Dude,
I'm talking about some denim?
Yeah. No. Exactly. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that was, I don't know, every once in a while I see a poop dollar.
A poop dollar?
Yeah.
What's it?
Dollar bill coming down the drain.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. We got a $5 bill hanging up on the wall in the operations building.
I think it probably reeks. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you see that. I mean, dude, you see random, like little kids, tons of ping pong balls. I don't know, little kids like flushing them or like college parties or what. But like ping pong balls are big. You know them like bouncy balls that you bounce and light up? We got these little blades down in this one tank that we like pump grit out. It's like all the gravel that comes in through manhole covers. So like that gets pumped to a different section into a dumpster. Well, there's these little blades in there, and one of them little bouncy balls that lights up came through there, and I'm sitting there pumping grit, and it got sucked in there, and it hit one of them blades, and it bounced back into the tank, and it was lighting up red and blue like cop lights. I'm sitting there like 2 a.m., and all of a sudden it's like a disco party in the bottom of this tank, and I'm like, what is going on right now?
You're like, what the hell? That's crazy. Well, I think in my mind, because when I was a kid, I thought you just flush a toilet and then it just doesn't go anywhere. It just dissipates. So I'm thinking that's what most people
think where it goes.
Yeah, but there's jobs like you have. It's where it's like there's a function for everything in society. So that's
dude.
It's crazy to think about.
Janesville, there's been people who like work for the city of Janesville or like live there their whole life. They don't know where the wastewater plant is.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it's south side of Janesville, like towards Afton there.
I've probably seen it, but I just like.
See, the thing, it's off the bike trail. It's like back in there, so you can't see it from the road. So, I mean, we might have did some cross country.
Probably we ran everywhere.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself, like later on in life? Do you have any specific goals, or are you just one of those people like I want to make as much money as I can, and then just have fun?
I mean, that's how I've been already.
That's what I figured, but
yeah, I don't know. I mean, right now it's like I finally got set up. Enjoy where I work. Love where I work.
That's good. That's what you need to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
At least 40 hours, you're gonna be at your job, so you better enjoy that. And not only that, but like driving to work, like you drive far.
Yeah, 40
and then
minutes.
coming back, making your lunch like that. I include that as work time. So.
Oh, for sure. Anything prepping for grocery shopping for work, stuff like that. Yeah, no, I enjoy it. I work with a guy who, when I was in college, across the hall, his fiance lived across the hall from me, and we get along really well. We actually went fishing Monday, I believe it was, or Tuesday. We went fishing over on Lake Michigan, trying to catch some salmon. So that makes a world of difference. enjoying the people that you work with.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I love where I work right now. Wouldn't change it for anything. Make good money doing it. You know, just started here in February, so it's like, you know, pay just goes up from here. Longer I stay there. So that helps too. And I don't know. I don't see myself leaving. Obviously, tons of people say that when they get a new job. They're like, oh, I don't see myself leaving ever. But it was like, I don't know, this one kind of hits a little different. Like my last job, pay-wise, I knew I was going to be leaving within 5 years. So obviously left that job. So I don't know. There's a couple of toys I want to buy, stuff like that.
What about where you want to live?
See, within 40 minutes of where I work. I mean, you know, that's pretty much where you're Janesville down to Orfordville, all the way over to Black Earth, up to the forest up there, and then over to here to Sun Prairie and Cambridge over there. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much in that whole southern circle.
Yeah, you come to Sun Prairie.
I mean, I got nothing really holding me like to a certain city. It's like if someone wants to come visit me, come visit me.
Right. Yeah, dude, I gotta pee my pants.
Outdoors.
I had the video that
of us up in Gleason.
Yeah, go check it out if you haven't seen that. But
be a cool podcast. Climb up to I don't know how to do it with like lighting and whatnot, but with all this, you could do like a semi good power one if you kind of got like mic'd up. Go up to where's like that just northwest of here, Devil's Lake. Can you imagine post up doing a podcast like on the peak? That'd be pretty cool. There? Once. Christmas morning. Climbed up there.
Christmas morning?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Dude.
Who'd you go with?
There, just me. Went up there, vibed.
Just by yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, got up there before the sun came up. The whole lake was frozen. There was a little area that was still open. There's like thousands of geese and ducks posted up there. It was like, I don't know, it was probably 45 like last Christmas morning. Yeah. It was kind of warm. You know, just want a little me time, hang out, like clear the thoughts. Nothing better than Christmas morning because then you're going to go like enjoy and spend time with all the family. Yeah. So I just had like a full blown like, you know, start the plate clean.
Yeah.
Start the slate clean.
Yeah. That's good. So why'd you go by yourself? Just because you wanted to get out?
Well, I mean, who's going to come with on Christmas morning to go climb? That was.
Well, what year was that? I would have went with you.
Last year.
Oh, it was last year?
Yeah.
You paid for my plane ticket.
Right. Hopping on a jet.
I did want to ask you about this picture right here because I asked you about it before. God. I asked you about it before last year.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, you remember this?
No.
So it says, pick 2, they will defend you. The rest is coming to kill you. You got 50 bald eagles, 10 alligators, 3 brown bears, 7, what is that, just ox?
Some bulls. Some thick bulls.
Yeah, that's that big boy there. You with a shotgun, 15 wolves, 10,000 rats.
Can we factor that in, not rats and squirrels? You know, for the sake of...
I was going to say raccoons, but...
All right. Raccoons or squirrels.
Okay. Any little varmint, rodent that you want. And then 5 gorillas, and then 4 lions.
What do I got to do? Pick 2?
Yeah. So you got to pick 2 squares, and then the rest is coming to kill you. I asked you about this.
How much ammo does the one guy with the gun have?
I think unlimited.
Unlimited?
Well, because, I mean, if it's a shotgun, you got, just 2. So.
Slugs or birdshot?
I don't know. Whatever you think.
Whatever I want?
Yeah.
All right. I'm definitely taking middle one. Okay. Guy with a shotgun. You imagine 1,000 North American trash pandas coming at you?
No, that's 10,000.
Oh, can you imagine 10,000 North American? Yeah, game over.
Those 2?
Oh, yeah.
That's my dad said, and I think that's the right answer. But the fun answer, I think, is...
Definitely gorilla.
Yeah.
He can do some work.
Yeah, they're so strong. Because here's the thing. Alligators are pretty much screwed. Bald eagles.
If they're in the water, if you're like in a marsh.
See, that's the thing. What area are they coming to kill you? Are you on like a 100-yard football field and it's you and 10,000 rats, or is it all in like? Because if you're in the safari, the lions are going to have the advantage. If you're in the the winter wilderness.
Yeah, Gleason.
Yeah, exactly. But I would say definitely pick this, but then I don't know, dude.
Dude, can you imagine 50 hawks? Like, they got some big talents. Can you imagine, like, a tornado of them?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, for a person or whatnot, but, like, oof.
Over time, I think they could just pick off of, like, all these little, or not little, but, like, all these beasts, you know? Especially these guys, you know, the bulls. 10,000 rats, dude.
Yeah, but you can't not pick the guy with the shotgun, though.
Oh, no, definitely the shotgun. I think everybody's...
Because if you don't pick him, then he's hunting you down.
Exactly.
Unless I got a gun, and then it's like, all right, buddy.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Yeah. No, definitely. I would say definitely the shotgun, but then, like...
You pick the 10,000 varmints and the hawk, and then you just got air support. It's like picking up the raccoons and they're flying them in.
Oh, that... Dude, that's a good... Oh, my God. I didn't even think of that. You could literally be like Stuart Little just chucking them.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Just out here doing work.
Yeah. Dude.
We just went from land control to the whole Air Force.
No, because, dude, that's a game changer right there. Because then you can just drop, like, 300 on them, on each, like, bull, take those out. Alligators, you know, a bunch of them are going to get eaten, but you got 10,000, dude. You know how much 10,000 is?
Dude, you see, like, 20 in a field, in a cut cornfield, raccoons, and you're
yeah.
I ain't going to that field.
Yeah. What's the thing?
Dude, I get, like, chased by them at work when I'm working night shift.
Oh, really?
I go to open the dumpster to dump some algae in there. Like, 3 raccoons hop out. And I'm like, today's the day.
Oh, my gosh.
Workman's comp.
What's that bite in your arm, Mitch? Oh, it's a trash bag right now. Yeah, 5 grills would be tough. Do you think you could take a wolf by yourself?
One, I'm getting messed up, but I think I could win.
Yeah, same here.
And that's from a lot of other people's standpoints, too.
Yeah, I'm definitely losing my hand, but I could take it.
I'm getting cut up.
Because once you break that jaw, you're good. You know?
Dude, you imagine, okay, it's biting on your arm or whatnot, you latch onto its ear.
That's true, yeah.
Like, that's like a dog's, like, big thing. It's getting its ear bit, like...
Yeah.
And, I mean, you're in a fight to death. Like, you're using everything. People don't realize, like, how strong your jaw is.
Yeah.
Like, when you're biting, like, boy.
Yeah. I mean, I got my fangs shaved down years ago. Did you? Did you get them? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Robbed the jewelry store and they bought me a grill.
That's the present, yeah. But yeah, I think that's the... Dude. That's the thing. You don't want a guy with a shotgun coming at you.
Yeah, right? So you, like, gotta pick that.
Yeah, so that, and then I'll either do the bald eagles or because you could have the bald eagles pick on, you know, these lions, and then over time they'll just get weak and then die off.
Or they're just like, I ain't dealing with this no more.
Yeah. So I think that's the answer.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. I asked a bunch of people that last year for a podcast, and I think you responded. I can't remember what you said, but...
Yeah, dude, pests, like, you see one mouse in someone's house, that's going to clear the whole house out.
Oh.
10,000?
Talking to me, I know,
ganged
yeah.
up.
Yeah. You're like, I saw a mouse yesterday. It's like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
But, so let's say you're sitting with somebody that has never listened to country music, they don't even know what it is. What artist or song?
RG.
Riley Green? Yeah. So same here.
Keep going, sorry for interrupting.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's what I was going to say. Like, what artist or song would you specifically show them and be like, hey, you got one shot?
Dude. I would definitely have to hit with, like, Riley Green. Obviously, Luke Combs, you know.
Yeah.
Puts out some good music. You know, a little mainstreamy, but it all slaps.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you know, everyone loves Morgan Wallen, too. He's
Yeah.
like, he's a little, you know, some of the stuff's a little poppy, whatnot. But I feel like Riley Green's got, like...
Just a homegrown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, do you, like, follow him on Instagram at all?
Oh, yeah.
Good old boy.
Yeah.
Good old boy.
Yeah.
And actually, on my way here, Tyler sent me a video, and they're like, TikTok, of course. And it's this, dude, TikTok in the South, or just the South in general,
yeah.
Man, I'm in the wrong state.
Yeah.
I should have grown up in the South.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet people tell me that they're from down there. But they're like, man, Morgan Wallen, it's like, he's not a good-looking man. Be like, you guys just throwing anything he wants at him. Like, Riley Green, that's a good-looking song.
Yeah. Well, he played quarterback in college. You know that?
Oh, dude, he's built.
Yeah.
That man's chiseled.
He's 6'3".
And he's
200 something.
got the flow going now, boy.
That's
Ooh.
what I want. My hair, I got a colic and all that, but yeah.
Dude, he's like what cougars hunt for. Oh.
Yeah.
I'd give up my current job right now to look like him.
Oh, I would easily too, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you think if you had one shot to prove to somebody how good country music is, you would say Riley Green. Do you have a specific song in mind or no? His new EP is really nice.
Dude, yeah, his new EP's got some stuff.
If I Didn't Wear Boots is really good.
Yes, that is a good song. To be honest with you, just because it hits home just with some stuff that happened, I would definitely say Grandpa's Never Died.
Oh.
If you want a song that just like, you want to hear some true current country music, I mean, obviously you can go, some old school stuff. You want some true country music that comes like from the soul, and when you listen to that song, like it hits, and especially from people who like grew up with somewhat of a quote-unquote country or a rural aspect, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think
just like the little cues that he clicks in there.
Yeah. Do you think people that don't even like country can relate to that? Because I mean, we've all had grandpas that died, and it's just how life is. You grow and as people die. That's the evolution. But it does hit home like more.
I feel like the cues too. Like if you're not like straight city per se, like you have some sort of like, I mean, even you could catch on to the cues and shit. It's like, I don't know, just like the little hints that he makes towards the song, or the little like, you can relate to the song a little bit.
Yeah.
And when the song first came out, my roommate, he loved it.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Really?
I didn't want to listen to it because my grandpa obviously had MS and whatnot, and I was like, I don't want to hear anything related to like grandpa passing or anything like that. I refused to listen to the song for probably 6 months.
Wow.
Didn't even touch it. And then all of a sudden listened to it one time, and I was like, this is actually a really good song.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'll hear it out. And then kept listening to it, and then now love the song. So that was, I mean, shouldn't say like hated it, because obviously love Riley Green. I've seen him like 3 times in concert with my roommate.
That's sweet.
But it was like, dude, it was more of a, I can't listen to the song. I don't want to listen to it.
It hits you where it's like, oh, you see your grandpa.
Yeah, it's a tender spot, man. Tender spot. Yeah. But now it's like, that song comes on,
so
you're singing that song.
Yeah. Well, have you seen his music video, the live performance, where he literally just set a camera on him and then the audience like sang like the whole thing pretty much.
Oh, dude, that's a song you sing.
Yeah.
Everyone sings.
Because
if you're not singing it, you shouldn't be at that concert because you don't know Riley Green.
Yeah, exactly. It's the biggest song for sure. Because his following is pretty cool. But yeah, the part in that song that messes me up is "Good Dogs Never Got Gray and Old." It's like, and then like when Cooper's last couple of years, I heard that song, I was like, oh, yeah, it hits you. But
that's what I mean, like the little things that are in the song. It's not just stating about grandpas never die.
It's like I wish
farms never got sold. Like Koller, my roommate, he's a big farmer, so that like he's seen state of Wisconsin, like small town farms are just dropping off the earth. So like that obviously hits home with him too, doing that. Like it hits everyone.
And what else? Like Girls You Love Never Gave Back Diamond Rings.
Yeah, shout out to that one.
All had heartbroken. What else?
That's a great.
Wish Coolers Never Ran Out of Bud Light.
Oh yeah, I usually say Busch Light when I'm singing along with the song.
I like Bud Light better, but
it's easy drinking.
One last thing I wanted to show you is pictures of us growing up.
Oh jeez.
Because was it kindergarten when we first?
Oh, are we talking about the fry picture? French fry picture?
Oh yeah, this one right here.
Culver fries, McDonald's fries.
Here.
Oh yeah.
I'll go through it. I'll go through it.
Dude, that's an iconic one.
So, dude, I want to get your reaction to it. What's your first reaction to this?
So first reaction is, I know that I am actually wearing a woman's button-up shirt for that, and I just added.
Are you really?
It folded down so much, so I added another button in there so it looked like a men's shirt.
You stole it from your mom and everything? Like
No, Goodwill, bro.
Oh, really?
No, dude, that was back in the day. Dude, I look at that photo and I'm like, man, that boy ain't got no facial hair.
I know. You had some, though.
Yeah, I just had I remember I shaved like a bar.
Yeah.
Like right across here.
Right. I could always grow a bunch of facial hair, but it didn't connect right there.
Dude, that was a fun time.
Yeah, it was.
Just a bunch of guys didn't care going to homecoming.
Senior year,
having fun.
Yeah. No girls.
Yeah, didn't have to worry about all that. Didn't have to worry about a fancy date and paying for fancy food or whatnot. I think we had pizza at your house or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was so fun. Yeah.
Dude, that was a blast.
It really was, and I don't really talk to any of them besides you anymore. But
yeah, dude, that's weird.
And then there's graduation.
Yeah.
That was when you were lighter. So
Pretty thick boy yacht
well,
club.
same here, yeah. Both of us have baby faces.
Oh, dude, that was funny right there. That was pre-graduation ceremony, right?
Yeah.
I think that was post.
That was post, yeah.
Oh, dude, look at that. Dude, I look so different.
I know. Well, I think it's just a face. I don't think we aged that bad because it was only we were 17. No, I was 18. You were 17, right?
No, I was 18.
Oh, you're married, right?
Matt turned 17 that day. Shout out to
Wait,
Matt.
you mean 18?
Shout out to Matt Wise.
You mean 18?
Yeah. Or yeah, I was 18. Matt turned 18 that day.
Okay. Because you said you just turned 17. Like, wait, is Matt a year younger?
No.
Okay.
No, remember because he buying some coke or whatnot, and we were all like buying cigars and stuff because we were all finally 18.
Oh yeah.
Matt's like puts a dip in, and he's like driving, and he's like, I'm like, Matt, what are you doing? He's like, man, this stuff's slapping.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think we aged because that was only we're 24 for
6 years.
6 years ago. So yeah, we didn't. I think just facial hair that's different.
Body hair.
As me came up. Area clothes.
Dude, that's one of my favorite pictures right there. Area clothes.
That was a Camelback.
Dude, those shoes have been around the block.
Have they? You still have them?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Dude,
That's impressive.
Those shoes have climbed that mountain. They've been out in what'd that be? The Atlantic Ocean, deep sea fishing. They've been everywhere
really?
with. Dude, everywhere I've traveled, they've been with.
You better not throw those away. You better sign them and
Right?
put them in a case.
I'm wheezy.
I know, right? And then this is Dutch Bros.
Dude, dude, you can see my face is still all messed up. I got that scar right across my forehead from I crashed that snowmobile.
Oh yeah.
It looked like Harry Potter.
Yeah, honestly. No, that was Dutch Bros.
Oh, good old Dutchy. That was a good time. Back when I could fit into that pullover.
I know. Look at them French fries, dude.
Oh, dude, that's a famous. Are they gonna be able to see that photo on here?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, this is like day one.
I know, right?
Like back in the day.
We look crazy different.
Dude, that was like that old button up right there. Look at that. Two, not even one button hooked.
I know,
just two buttons riding dirty.
Just chest hair popping. I got big ears. Yeah, dude.
Dude, that was
That's
from
crazy.
like where your parents could come in and like.
That was
a
parent lunch day or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And I remember
Always the
my
move,
mom came in, and then they both brought Kollers. And
yeah, Culver's and McDonald's. You remember like having? I saw this. It was like a meme. It was when you're walking back in from having a doctor's appointment, and it was like this kid walking in with a McDonald's meal because like obviously you had close like lunch. Like middle school, you can't leave lunch.
Right.
So like everyone's either got a cold lunch or they got like the hot lunch, and then you're sitting there eating like a McChicken or whatnot. And it's, like, the drip.
Yeah. Honestly.
Dude, that is like the most like famous iconic photo. I have that one over my bed still.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, I got like a stack of like little photos.
I kind of remember that moment. Do you?
Dude, just like a touch, like the lunch tables, how there's like the crack in the middle because you could like fold them up and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. It makes me sad how fast time flies. It kind of makes me mad. Bush Light bodybuilder. Dude, you sent me that picture, and me knowing you were 100% serious when you sent that. Like, I had to screenshot it. I was like, this is hilarious.
I'm so glad you did because that's popped up so much. Dude, that was back when I was like big.
Were you really?
Oh, yeah.
I
was pushing like 200 pounds, like 10%
really?
body fat. And I was like, I wasn't even drinking Busch Light at that time. I was just me. I was in a place and I was like, I don't want to drink. I was like, I don't want to do anything. I was like, I just need to, like, I would work at Monroe. I'd work there for 9 hours. I'd drive 45 minutes to Janesville. I would landscape till it was dark. I would go and lift after landscaping, and then I'd come home and I would like eat like 6 eggs, go to bed, do it all over again the next day. Just like keep me going. I was running.
Yeah. I think you'd get way bigger than me because I was 200 pounds before, but I was smooth. I'll say that. Because all my fat is right in the lower back. Yeah. And like, it kind of sucks, but it's what it is.
I get that little. I just get like right here. It's where it pulls up, and then thick thighs.
You don't get fat though. I think your beard just grows. I think
I think it absorbs a lot of the fat.
And then this up and glisten. That was sweet. Remember the
just was using that gun today actually.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oof.
Didn't they set up like dynamite? Oh, that's the right there.
Yeah. Set up that cooler full of beer cans and threw a thing of tannerite in there, and they lit that thing up.
Yeah, that's what it's called. And they just blew that thing up. That That was crazy.
That was a long day.
That video is in Weekend Up North with Mitch on my channel. It's in my playlist. But yeah, if you're listening, go watch that. It's cool.
Dude, we got to get up there for like a summertime. Like go up to Curry Lake and just bomb around.
That was the same picture.
Ooh. That was a fun time.
What,
going up there, you come back from Arizona. It's in the spring. Snows a ton.
Dude.
Sam's pissed.
Because I had like no winter stuff, and I was like, oh, it's not gonna be cold. I'll just wear like a sweatshirt. It's snowing on like.
Dude, that was like May.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was early May.
Before your birthday, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that was spring, but yeah.
Yeah. That blew my mind. What's crazy about up north and like just the country in general is how quiet it is and how dark it is. Like. You cannot hear, like when I was up in Wausau, but it was my family this past weekend. It is just so dark and like there's not a lot of city stuff going on, and it's like it kind of freaks you out.
Like highway traffic, like you can always hear that.
Right.
That, dude. That's why even like Madison, like I come and like hang out. Like if we were to step on your porch, like it'd feel weird for me.
Yeah.
Like where I live, like even though I have the highway or whatever 11 right there and the railroad tracks, like. It's quiet. Like you don't hear car alarms.
Yeah.
You never hear people talking.
No.
If you hear someone else talking, like there's someone in your yard. And that's a problem.
Yeah. And you came in the wrong house.
Like
we got shotguns.
Every once in a while you hear like the calves get taken away from their moms, so they'll be like mooing and stuff. But like I step outside here and I'm like, whoa, I'm like this is kind of weird. I feel out of my element, which like I don't know how much I like, because obviously you know me, like I used to be like running through the cities. Yeah. Like always running around. So,
yeah. I'm sure the corn kind of blocks the noise a little bit, right?
Yeah. Which, I mean, now I go to the city and it's loud.
Yeah.
And it could literally just be like someone driving by.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, up there, it's like advanced darkness.
Yeah. I love it, but also it's kind of like...
intimidating. Like, you're like, wow. Like, you can't see.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, I think I just watched too many movies in these situations, because like when we were out, when we were getting the generator going that night, and you're in your underwear just walking around, we were like walking around trying to get it going, and I'm looking in the distance, and like it looks like I just closed my eyes because it's so dark and it was quiet, and I was like,
and all of a sudden you open your eyes and there's just some hairy Sasquatch in his underwear wandering back to the camper.
Exactly, yeah.
Good thing you didn't have a gun then.
Yeah, honestly, right. That was just a wild. That was a fun weekend though.
Oh, yeah, that's one definitely going down. Dude, we had turkey camp up there.
Yeah.
That was after like why we went up there to split wood and stuff. Dude, after I think it was 2 weeks after that, or a week. I think it was the weekend after.
I think so.
So it was warm then. It was like 60. Well,
oh, was it?
Warm.
Yeah.
It was like 60 degrees. Dude, that was wild. We had like 8 guys up there.
Dude. It was fun, yeah.
Some aluminum.
Finished. Yeah, I bet. So yeah, that's all the questions I have.
Well, all right.
Do you want to say anything else?
Follow the old Buckast, baby. Follow the old Buckast.
Heck yeah. Everybody that comes in here gets that.
Give them a little.
it's like the 2 outside ones go down and then just flips me up. Like,
yeah, right.
All right, that's it. Subscribe.